Hello, everyone. We're back with another one of these talk and draw videos. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I got a new microphone, so hopefully the quality is a lot better than the other videos. No more falling microphone sounds. So, yeah, let's just get into this one. Today, we're going to be talking about why it's so hard to grow as an artist or like get a following on any social media platform and actually grow your art career. That's something I've personally been struggling with, and I want to talk about what I've seen and experienced throughout my only a couple months, almost a year on this app, on the social media that I use. So the first thing I want to talk about is just the basic thing that everyone talks about, which is the algorithm. It's a very known thing that the algorithm is very luck based, and a lot of times you can post every single day and hardly get any views, but another person can just hop on and post a singular video and blow up. It kind of all just depends, I think. But that's very discouraging for a lot of people. It feels like the algorithm pushes out specific kind of content. So you might have to, people don't want to quote unquote cop out and post just like engagement farm videos to gain a following, which is honestly something that I had to do. But I stopped doing that. I just thought maybe it would help. It didn't even help me. It helped me initially gain like a couple, like maybe 200 followers. And then I fell off again. I was never really on, but I fell off. Like my 100 views turned into like 30 views. You know what I mean? So I think the algorithm just decides what to push out randomly. That's what it feels like. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I could do research, but honestly, I don't think it's needed because from what I've seen, it just seems very luck based, and certain people get chosen to be put on the algorithm more, and it's very discouraging. Like I said earlier, it's like you post every single day, like you're told that you should post every day to gain a good following, and when you do, it doesn't amount to anything. So you feel like you're wasting your time and you just want to give up. And no matter how much you grind, you might peak and then you'll fall right back off, and it's very discouraging. But I feel like that's something that happens to a lot of people. But in the end, I think posting every day will still definitely help, even if you aren't on. I think you will get lucky at least once if you consistently keep posting. It's just a matter of if you have the patience to wait for that lucky spike. I personally have had a couple lucky spikes, and it feels great, but the fall off feels horrible in my opinion, because it's like, well, I'm finally getting somewhere, and then it like immediately falls right back off, and you're like, oh shit, I didn't do anything good. Let me quit real quick. But even just besides the algorithm, it's what gets pushed out more in that luck-based algorithm is funny content. People like funny videos more than actual drawings half the time. Unless your art is super beautiful, amazing, absolutely stunning, unique, crazy, your art's not going to get pushed out like that on like funny content. My art per se obviously is not the peak of drawing. It's not beautiful, it's not crazy, it's not amazing, it's not like, it's good to me, but it's not like, whoa dude, this is the best thing I've ever seen. Like, no one's gonna look at my art and say that. But since my art's not horrible, I still get likes from it. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is, if you make a funny video, that's gonna get more views. When I was posting on TikTok, I realized that the funny videos where I just post stupid drawings instead of my actual art get 300 likes, 200 likes, 1,000 views, 2,000 views, but my art gets like genuinely like 8 views, 12 views, 50 views sometimes. And it's kind of weird. I think people just like to laugh more than admire art, which is fair. I'm not hating on people who do that. I do the same thing a lot of the times. I like funny videos of people drawing stupid drawings. It's really funny. But it's kind of weird how like what I'm like, because that's not who I am as an artist all the time. You know, I like funny content, but I also want to show people my actual art. And it's kind of hard to balance both funny content and my actual art when my actual art gets like 2 views. And that happens to a lot of people, and they're like, dude, come on, I don't want to post stupid 2-second stick figure drawings and get 1 million views and then post my real art and get 2 views. It's kind of very discouraging, and it's really annoying too, because it feels like no one cares about the actual work you put in to the drawing. They just care about the funny videos, which, I mean, you know, that's just how it is. I don't think that's ever going to change. And speaking of that funny content in the real art, people have such a short attention span now that they would rather laugh in that short amount of time than just look at some art. People would rather spend their like 5 second scrolling session um laughing at a video than watching some art. And that's just kind of how it is. Like, that's nothing we can do. That's just kind of how the world is, I guess, if you want to put it that way. It's almost like people just people would 100% rather laugh than just admire art. And that's fair. People like to laugh, brighten their day up a little bit in this slow algorithm world. But unless you want to make your art brain rot, then like add like Subway Surfers at the bottom of your art reveals, maybe it'll help. I should try that. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But it just kind of, that makes a lot of beginners quit. It's just they don't see what they want to see. They don't want to make funny content. They want to make art, so they just quit. And a lot of the algorithm is not beginner. I mean, no, the community is not beginner friendly. Sorry. So much, especially on TikTok, these art lore videos are just people who are beginners a lot of the time, not all the time, but they're people who are just beginners and they draw horribly. And people will be like, oh, I'm in the original. And it's like really discouraging for beginner artists. They're like, dude, I'm just trying to learn how to draw, man. But it's like, people don't care about that. People just see something that isn't particularly beautiful and they want to hate on it, which, it's going to happen as a beginner artist. But the art community pushes away a lot of beginner artists, and it's made the scene become a very forbidden and not happy place for artists to share and grow with each other. It feels kind of more like a battlefield half the time. It's almost like everyone's on a war with beginner artists to push them away because their art isn't good enough, and it's like really, they just laugh at it. They don't. Some people give tips. Some people are nice and be like, "Come on, you guys are really not doing the good thing here, I guess." And I mean, I think if you want to be a beginner artist, I think a better place to post, damn, I don't know. I feel like even Instagram is better than TikTok. I was gonna say Twitter, but God no. Honestly though, my beginner Twitter experience is very fine. Like, I haven't met a single mean person on Twitter. That's just because the environment that I surround myself on. If you go on Twitter and you just look up like art moots and you like get a bunch of nice people, I think you'll be fine on Twitter. Instagram is like hit or miss. Honestly, genuinely, Instagram is hit or miss. Instagram has this side where everyone's just rude, and it has the exact opposite. Like, it's like I don't think there's a single in between. TikTok, there's like a spectrum. It's like you can be kind of rude, you can be like sarcastic rude, you can be like mean. Instagram is just rude. Instagram is just rude. Sorry for the weird splicing just now. I said something bad in the last audio and I'm too lazy to bleep it out, so I'm literally just gonna cut it out. But as I was saying, Instagram is just rude. TikTok has a spectrum. Instagram is just rude, and Twitter is hit or miss. It's kind of all like pick your poison, right? Red pill, blue pill, or green pill if you want to watch Twitter. But since there's, with everything I said, considering the algorithm, people like funny content, the short attention spans, the bad community, the highs and the lows. There's also a competition, like I said earlier, kind of. I didn't delve into it, but beginner artists and even mid artists will always compare themselves to the bigger artists who have a million, thousand, trillion followers and be like, whoa, dude, I'm never going to draw like that. Let me just get out the scene before someone comes. But people love styles, Like, a lot of the times, if your style is cool enough, you will make it. Like, you don't have to have some beautiful 20 million hour rendered piece. To make it. You can just have a really unique style, really unique shading, be really positive, and you're good. It'll just take a really long time. And that's another thing. Very slow process. You can some people get a million, not million. Some people get 1,000 followers in a year. Some people get 200 in a year, That's based on algorithm. But it's just a very slow process for everybody at the end of the day. And if you don't feel like you want to become a quote-unquote cop-out by posting engagement farms, then you just have to post like every day. You just some sketch, some art, something every day. I post every day, and I personally haven't seen any real progress on my Instagram. I've been kind of at a stalemate on Instagram for a while, and it's very discouraging. I only gain followers on Twitter because of art moods. I don't actually gain followers for people liking my art and seeing it. It's kind of weird, but that's just kind of how it is as an art creator. And I think it just takes so much time that people give up. But if you stay true to it, you're gonna make it one day. Hopefully, I'm praying to all the artists out there who have a low following. Drop your comment, drop your socials. I'll follow you for sure. Now, I'm being serious. I will. Okay, and when I have $1 million trillion in my bank account, I'll give all the small artists at least $20. But yeah, that's the end of this video. That's all I pretty much have to talk about. Hope you guys like the new microphone. Hope it's not too bad. It has a boom. It has an arm. It has a boom. Look, guys, I can move it. Oh, you guys can't see me. I can move it though. It's really cool. It was like $35, and I feel like it's gonna break in a week, and I'm gonna be really fucking sad. But low-key, if it breaks, I'll make a video and I'll quit YouTube talking about it. I don't know why I said I was quitting. Okay. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think of the algorithm, I guess. Let's see if this video gets pushed out into the algorithm so you guys can see. That would be really funny, guys, if this video gets pushed out into the algorithm so I get so many. Okay, I'm done talking. If you guys like watching this video, please make sure to slam that like button and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting bangers every couple of years. So thank you guys for watching, and I don't have an outro, so bye.
Come on, Goku, don't disappoint me. You can do better, can't ya?
Yeah, I'm starting to get a handle on it. I can do much better. Behold the power of Ultra Instinct!